Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video we are going to learn about the record trigger flows and types of record trigger flows. In yesterday's video we have learned about screen flow. If you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch that video if you want know how to create screen flows. So let's come into now in our video we are going to learn about before trigger flow and after trigger flow. So in before trigger flow, let's write some points. Before trigger flow triggers when it triggers it triggers when it triggers before saving the data in the database. And coming to after trigger flow, it triggers it triggers after saving the data in the database. And in before trigger flow happens, before trigger flow BFT means before trigger flow happens in one object itself. Then after trigger flow happens, AFT means after trigger flow happens in two objects. This is the difference between before trigger flow and after trigger flow. In before trigger flow, it happens in the same object. Where in after trigger flow, if we make some changes in one object and that and another changes needs to happen in another object, then we use after trigger flow. This is the difference between before trigger flow and after trigger flow. Let's go to our org and do some hands-on on this. So go to or let me log in. Let's take some examples from our standard objects only. Here, let's see what is there in opportunity. So opportunity we have a stage closed one in count. If accounts, let's go to here and see details. Okay, we have type, industry, rating, all itself. Let's see some what we have. So let's take type only. If let's write this here. Hands on, hands on. If if type in accounts, if type in counts counts is customer direct direct, then go to our let's see what we have related. We have opportunities also. So let's go to opportunities. In opportunities, stage should be. Let's take stage as let's see what we have in the stages. Go to details. Stage have stage need analysis prospecting. Let's take stage as closed prospecting. Then opportunity. Sorry, opportunity stage should be prospecting. This is the hands-on for before trigger flow. So sorry, it's the hands-on for after trigger flow. Let's make it as like this, after trigger flow, and let's take another hands-on for this. Let's do this on account itself. Let's do this on account itself. Let's go to here and see what we have details. Okay, if industry is mm, Dixon, see what type of industry, consulting with communications, electronics. If industry is electronics, if industry is electronics, then rating should be, let's take rating as coal. Now it is hot. Let's make it as coal. Coal rating cold. Yep. In count. Count. So let's do the first. Let's do the before trigger flow. Let's go to our flows. Let's go to setup, and let's go to our home, and in quick find box type flows. Flows here. Let's go to new flow. Hmm. Click on record trigger flow. Okay, here I need to say something. Here, fast field updates means before trigger flow, and actions and related records means after trigger flow. You need to remember this, and you will be having here also. Here, you have before the record is saved in the database. It is after the record is saved in the database. So it is after trigger flow. It is before trigger flow. Now we are doing the before trigger flow, and this is the interface we get when we click on before trigger flow. Trigger flow. Now let's take our object. Object we are doing it on account. Account when account is created or updated, and there is no conditions for right now. And okay, next take an element to update the record. Okay, to update the record, uh, updating account, give the name updating account or something, whatever you want. And let's take some conditions here. If condition here, what it's saying, if account industry is electronics, then rating should be cool. So go to here. Here we need to take the condition if accounts industry equals what, electronics, huh? Electronics. Then what, here you need to give the condition. Here you need to give what you want to update. So I want to update the rating. Rating account rating should be what, coal. That's what we have taken in account. If the industry is electronics, then rating should be coal. Sorry. Here we have taken, let's go through one these ones. Object account, if it is created or updated, you can get if it is updated also, if it is updated. Okay, if it is before trigger. That's, and if we want to update the record, so we have taken the update record element. Here we have given the condition, and here we have given the field that we want to update. That's all. Let's save this. Updating account waiting. Let's save. Save and activate. We need to activate it. Activate. Yes, it is activated. Let's go back and refresh. 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 Refresh once more. Okay. The trigger is that where edge communication. Okay. Edge communication. Go to Dixon PLC. Here the industry is consulting and the rating is not there. So let's update this. We have taken the update record. So let's update this. Industry to electronics. Electronics. Save. If we have save, if we save this, then the rating appears as cold. Let's see if it appears. Save. We have saved it. Industry as electronics. Let's see. Yes, the rating has cold been updated. This is how the before trigger for works. You can see our flow here. So you can also debug your flow also. Here you can go to debug and select the account anything also. Let's not take edge communication. It already have electronics. So Burlington, update the record and update record to where industry. Its rating is warm. It will be cold. Like type not industry. Industry. Industry should be electronics. Run. If you run this, it should execute. Yes, it is completed. You can see the dark blue line here. It means your flow is running correctly. So this is about before trigger flow. Let's see the after trigger flow. Go to our flows and take new flow. Let's see what our scenario is. Here our scenario is if the type in accounts is customer direct, then opportunity stage should be prospecting. See the after trigger flow. So new flow and take record trigger flow. Okay. Here we need to take the object. We want to have the trigger on account object whenever it is created or updated. And let's take some condition here. Our condition is if the type is account type is customer direct, then this condition applies, and we have to take the after trigger flow for after trigger flow. We have to take actions and related records. So we want to update the record. Go to update record and give updating count. Sorry, opportunity UPP, and use this as update records uh, related to the account record that the trigger the flow. So we want triggering account dot opportunity. Where is opportunity? Okay. Uh, mhm. Opportunities stage should be prospecting. That's what we have. The scenario. If the account is type is customer direct, then opportunity stage should be prospecting. Here, if the here in this if the account type equals to customer direct, then it goes to this. Then opportunity stage would be prospecting. Also, save updating OPP opportunity. Save this and let's activate. If you want, you can debug this. So let's go to our account, refresh once. Okay, let's update the Dixon PLC. Let's see what is there for Dixon PLC in here. Uh, Dixon PLC is not a related record, I think. Okay, let's take it is on another tab and see. Okay, Burlington Textile. Burlington Textile has already have customer direct. Let's leave this and See express logistic and transport, where it is express logistic, express logistic and transport. This only their stage. It is value propagation and closed one. Then their stage will be changed. Uh, let's go to opportunities here and let's go to accounts here. Let's change this express logistic and transportations. Express logistic and transportations original type is customer channel. Let's make it to customer direct and save this. As soon as we have saved its type as customer direct, in opportunities, the express logistics and transports stage would be prospecting. Let's go and refresh this. See here, express logistics and transports stage has been prospecting. This is how the after trigger flow works. It works from in two objects. If you want the changes to happen from one object to another object, then we use after trigger flow. If you want to have the trigger and the changes happen in the same object, then we use before trigger flow. So this is all about the flows, and I hope you have understood this video about the required trigger flows. If you want any type of videos on any type of topic, please comment below. I will do it on that. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.